Hello, hello, hello. We're here. We got to finish up a little recap of a book, and we're going to talk about the next book. Brandy and I were just chatting about it a little bit.
Yep.
Marion is going somewhere again. Marion is always on the move. Where are you going, Marion? Where are you going?
Oh, goodness.
She's always going someplace. Michelle's here and Sherry's here. And Gail.
Marion is a traveler.
I
I,
guess so.
I'm ready to. I am so ready to not have to go anywhere for a few days, but that's going to be a little bit longer.
I didn't go anywhere today.
I will. And we
I worked in a flower bed.
fingerprinted. We fingerprinted. I've got fingerprint powder up my nose and just all over the place.
That's fun. Snorting fingerprint powder, are you? What?
Trying hard. I mean, because we got to try 3 different kinds, and of course we've got more fingerprinting to have to, because that's what this entire lab is about is fingerprints and impression. We got to use the micro seal today and learned how to do that. And fingerprinting in all different types of conditions. Now we've still got to do the fluorescent. We still got to do the lights. Got to do the chemicals. We got to do the cyanoacrylate fuming. Yeah, all kinds of fun stuff.
All right then.
I tried not to inhale it, but they took us outside and we had to fingerprint a truck, and the wind was blowing. So of course, when you're dusting it, it's just.
Well, I guess I was playing in dirt, so I had dirt all over me today. But
you ever inhaled the dirt by accident?
sometimes it goes in my face, and I'm like,
You're like,
Yep. Anyhow, all right. So we knew that this dude had to do something special to win back the love of his life, who's just mad and she doesn't want anything to do with him, and staying with his brother.
I was right that he was going to do a greenhouse. I just didn't anticipate the other.
A greenhouse with a whole nother house.
Yeah.
Greenhouse and a whole nother house, right? But it wasn't a little creepy though, like the kidnapping part. Like
he left her out on the road.
He kidnapped her. And I mean, the brother just left her there, like, you're fine. And she's like, no.
She's like, what the heck? Well, he was, and I get why he did it. He was trying to give her no other option.
No, that's a little creepy.
Well, she was being stubborn-headed, and she wouldn't take any of the phone calls. She wouldn't whatever. And her best friend was like, dadgummit, he loves her. She loves him. They both miss each other. So we got to do something. And just left her out there, though. I'm just like, I had to laugh at that one because I'm just like, oh, well, dang. And he just drove off. Bye.
Yeah.
See ya.
I would not have been happy at that. I would not have been happy. Hello, Shannon. Yeah. I mean,
although how sweet was it that he paid attention to the exact kind of dog that she said she wanted?
Oh my gosh.
And he went to all of these places, and the last place,
scruffy, muffy dog.
This big scruffy dog.
Yep. And it's kind of cool that the one that he did find was about to be euthanized.
Yes.
So he got a special dog for her,
I know.
A special little story, but
one that is very dependent on them. But I wish that we would have heard a little bit more about the dog. Like, what was the dog's name? Like, what did she name him? And, like we got the update of what happens with them a year later, but nothing about the dog.
They've been busy.
How cute was what she did for the gender reveal? Come on. Although, I mean, technically, he could have been mad that she went and did that purposely without him. I mean, like she orchestrated so that he could not come to that meeting, to that doctor's appointment.
He deserved all the sneaky shit that he got. He deserves it.
He deserves it.
After what he did to her, dropping her off and having her dropped off in the middle of nowhere.
True, but I still would have liked an update on, is she loving the dog? Is she happy with the dog? What is the dog's name? Like, instead, it's just, okay, we got a dog. Woo! Okay.
Well, they had more important things to talk about. They're having children. They're making kids, So that's what I was just thinking too, Sherry, is that maybe in the last book, they'll come up in that book and they'll have the dog somewhere or something,
Yeah,
they're all tied together.
Because we know the next book has got to be about the brother.
Yeah, so, I mean, what do we know about Dad at this point? I mean...
Well, see, in this book, I thought we were going to have like kind of the same little turnaround in this book that we had for Dad turning around with Rowan. But no, he just kind of, he got put in his place, and then we literally heard nothing else about him.
All right. It's like after the deal fell through and whatnot, those people he was nice to, what the hell's this dude's name? They're nice to this guy anyhow. And
heck, we don't even know if he became CEO.
No,
like
I know.
He's done his contract. He did what was supposed to be done. He's even got a kid on the way, but we still don't know. Is he CEO?
As far as the business end of it goes, we're still kind of up in the air. We are up in the air still. So
yeah, I was kind of like, well, dadgummit. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Clearly have to read the last book to wrap it all up, tie it all up in a neat, tidy bow, and
So that means we're going to have to read that last book.
We are. Yeah, we are. We can't not,
Yeah. I mean, we need to know, because I have a feeling that all of it's going to come together. Like once we go through what the brother's doing, then all of the rest of it's going to come full circle. Maybe we'll get to find out, did Dad get a letter? What did Dad's letter say? How's Dad going to change? Because surely there's got to be something in there.
We kind of got a little little plan of action going on here, right? Don't we? Okay, hang on. Let me get rid of this piece of paper, because this piece of paper did me no good. None of that worked out for me. Sorry. Do I need this paper? Which was Erie Superior, blah, 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 blah. That's retreat stuff, but what's on the back? Giveaways. Am I done doing my giveaways? I'm done doing giveaways. I think I can get rid of this paper too. I don't want to throw away my papers, before I...
Well, you're not quite done with giveaways yet, Mindy.
No. This was for the last event.
Oh, gotcha.
This was the last event. But this does have some important information on it. Okay, so we're reading Paw and Order.
Yeah.
That's next. Paw and Order.
Paw and Order.
Then we're how am I getting two books in a row that are not my jam? How is that happening? Huh?
Because you're just so awesome.
Huh? Blackwood Brothers.
Then we're gonna read
Blackwood Brothers.
Dagger Brothers or something. Brotherhood.
I got it written down. Blackwood Brothers. I don't know.
Blackwood Brothers.
Is it Blackwood Brothers? I don't know. When?
We're gonna read at least one.
But there's
probably the only one we read.
There's a name for the first book too, besides just Blackwood Brothers.
What's the name for the Blackwood brothers?
I don't know. I'm going to go look right now. I'm going to look. Hang on.
Lynn would know. Lynn, what's the name of
Lynn.
the first book?
There she is. There's Lynn couldn't even tell us the correct name of the
That's
series.
good,
What
'cause we keep thinking there's Dagger somewhere in the
are you
name.
talking
Dagger.
about?
We kept thinking there was a dagger in the name.
Yeah. Blackwood Brothers. Yeah, she couldn't even tell us the correct. No, see, that's not right either. Blackwood Brothers is not right. What is
Black
it?
Dagger Brotherhood.
Jesus, Black Dagger. Now she's got it right.
Black Dagger Brotherhood.
Blackwood Brothers is a quartet.
Oh,
There is Dagger. Black Dagger.
Black Dagger Brotherhood.
Oh, Lord. Okay, it would just be easier to just remember the book titles, I'm thinking, Brandy. The first one's called Dark Lover. Okay?
Did you say Dark Lover?
That's what I said.
Lover?
That's what I said. Dark Lover. Yes, ma'am. You're asking for this one.
Well, I thought this was more mystery, not
the Dagger Brothers.
Yeah, I thought it was all mystery, and I didn't realize there were some
vampires.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, I guess they got to get sexy. Ooh,
Yeah.
they gonna be sexy.
They're
Okay.
vampires.
Hopefully, it'll be vampire sexiness.
Well, apparently, I mean, don't think I'm gonna just get in and read this whole series. There's like 23 books. That's not happening. Okay.
Now, I chances are this will be the only one that we read as a club.
500 pages long. This Black Dagger thing. Okay, so here we go. As the world's only purebred vampire and the leader of the Black Dagger Brotherhood, Wrath. His name is Wrath. Mm-hmm.
Wrath, like R-A-T-H?
Wrath. You know, the
Or
Wrath.
W-R-A.
W. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Wrath.
Has a score to settle with the slayers who killed his parents centuries ago. But when his most trusted fighter is killed, orphaning a half-breed daughter unaware of her heritage or her fate, Wrath must put down his dagger and usher the beautiful woman into another world. Racked by a restlessness in her body. Oh God, she's restless. There's no mystery. There's no mystery to this thing here, Brandy. This is not what we're.
Okay.
Beth is helpless against the dangerously sexy man who comes to her at night with shadows in his eyes. Just remember, you're getting what you don't want to, okay? We're both getting what we do. This is going to be like
So this is just basically a vampire romance. Is that what I'm here?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a vampire romance.
Yeah.
Okay.
His tales of the brotherhood and the blood frighten her, yet his touch ignites, we're going to ignite, a dawning new hunger, one that threatens to consume them both.
Lord, please let there be some sort of story that goes along with the sucky, lovey. Oh, God.
Well, so I'm getting something I don't want, and you're getting something you don't want. So here we go. I was gonna say it's like the Hooked book. I got the smutty part, and you got the icky parts, and Well,
let's hope that there's some parts in it that are for me.
Well, we can hope.
I know that I like vampires. Like now, if they do something similar-ish to the Charlene Harris books, the Sookie Stackhouse books, like I can handle that because there's like a story that goes with it.
Lynn's like I aim to please.
Lynn, there better be something that I can sink my teeth into, so to speak.
Gail, the author of, I just had it and now I just forgot. I lost it. Hang on. Chris Abernathy. Chris Abernathy is our author. Okay, so we got that. We got that one. That's on tap next, right?
Yep.
We're figuring we're going to do that one in 3 weeks. It's short. We're going to do it in 3 weeks. Bada bing.
Yeah, because I think you said there's only like 160 something pages.
180.
180.
180 something. That Blackwood Brothers, that Dark Lover thing, though, has 490 pages. We're going to be reading that thing all summer long. Whew.
What a mercy.
Right? Okay, just be ready, Brandy. Just be ready.
Very detailed.
Oh,
God,
the stuff Brandy loves.
Lord have mercy. There better be some other stuff in it besides. I swear, if all they're doing is biting, licking, sucking, it's gonna suck.
Licking and sucking. Oh, that's probably gonna be what they're doing.
Lord have mercy.
Hello, Mary Lou.
Hey, Mary Lou.
And I mean, since they're vampires, I mean, he's vampire anyhow. You know, there's definitely gonna be some biting going on. I mean,
There's definitely gonna be some biting and sucking because that's how you have to have vampires. Then that's how that works.
yeah.
But there better be some sort of underlying story besides
Okay.
the serious vampire takes snags, bites, sucks, does other stuff.
So I'm making us up a schedule here. So where do we want to go after sucking and nipping and biting and tugging and all that?
Well, considering that there's two that you don't want to do. Now there's one that I'm like really worried about.
Good.
Depending on how rough that one is, I don't know if I'll be ready for sexy time again right after it. But I mean, I guess if.
Well, we can go to Iron Flame.
That's the second book in the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we could go on to Iron Flame.
Which still has stuff, but at least there's a storyline behind it that I can get behind.
That was so mild. The spicy stuff was so mild in that one.
See, I'm scared. I'm fixing to be educated.
You're gonna be romanced out this summer.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna be romanced.
But see, this is why I have my detective stories that I am reading. I have given up.
Yes, Mary Lou.
For the summer.
Exactly. Apparently, it's going to be a bunch of horny vampires. Apparently, yep.
I have given up this summer reading any of my cozy mysteries. No, I'm not even. I mean, mine are forensically all about the deaf people and the investigation. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So I have now. We want to finish up that last book in the Billionaire Romance. That's the final offer. I know the name of that one. The final offer.
The final offer.
But I have an idea.
Okay.
We have enjoyed our Abby Jimenez.
Yeah, I liked her writing. Lynn.
What did she say? We'll be traumatized.
Both of us will be traumatized. Okay.
Lynn.
Lord have mercy. Lynn will be laughing her little butt off.
I bought the new Abby Jimenez book.
What's it called?
Say You'll Remember Me. So, Abby's not real spicy. Abby's, she's a good writer. She writes a good story. That's her newest one. Do you want to throw that one in here, like maybe after Iron Flame?
Yeah, we could do that. And then
we can do Final Offer.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me.
Okay. So we got a schedule here. Say You'll Remember Me. Oh, my dog's outside barking. Say You'll Remember Me. This is going to take us right up to, who knows? We'll be.
God almighty, who knows? Because we now have, like, we're fixing to start Pot and Order. And, my question is, what if you actually like this book, Mindy?
Well, I'm not going to turn around and read another one right after it.
No, well, we can't. We've already got.
No, we got things we got to get done here.
Yeah, because after Paw and Order is going to be the Black Dagger lover vampire thing. Then Iron Flame, right?
Hang on.
Is that the name of it? Iron Flame?
Dagger Brothers. I got to change that.
Black Dagger Brotherhood. Then is the Iron Flame. Then it's going to be the Abby Jimenez. And then the final offer. I mean, that's like what? 1, 2, 3. That's 4 books.
5. No, 5.
That's 5.
Paw and Order.
Black
Dark Lover. Iron Flame.
Okay. Abby. Oh, yeah, that is. Yep, that's 5 books. Wow.
And some of those are they're beefy. They beefy books. Iron Flame is a beefy book. Dark Lover, 490 pages.
This could take us probably up to Christmas.
I'm saying we're going to be way into the fall with this little schedule we just created for ourselves here.
But do you guys like that little lineup? Are we ready? Are we excited for this lineup? What you guys think?
Ready? Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And
it also gives us some time to get another list going.
that gets 2 books out of my pile. That'll take care of 2 books in my pile over there.
And there you go.
Yeah.
What? So did you go ahead and buy the Iron Flame?
I've had Iron Flame for a while.
Oh, okay. So you already had that one.
Yeah.
Gail says sounds good to her.
I got that. I bought Onyx
Sherry
Storm.
says sounds good.
I bought Onyx Storm before I bought Iron Flame.
Oh, you already got the 3rd book.
Yeah, I have the 3rd one because I was at Target returning a book one day. And here was Onyx Storm, the special Target edition. The Target edition is special.
With the extra stuff in it.
Yeah, I picked that one up when I was at Target returning something else because I had 2 of a book. So I returned one and got Onyx Storm. That was months ago. And then I thought, well, I better get Iron Flame because that's the next book. So when I was out to the bookstore, my favorite bookstore, I found it on their used book shelf. Hardcover for like $15. You can't.
Well, I have decided that while we are reading Iron Flame, I may have to start on it sooner, but my plan is while we are reading Iron Flame, I have found some of these dragon plushie amigurumis.
You're going to crochet
for this series. And so I'm going to make me at least one, if not more, of the dragons.
You better get started right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to get started soon. But that means I need to go because I don't want to use I'm gonna have to go buy me some yarn because I got rid of all that Red Heart Super Saver that I had that was crappy anyway. And so now I only have the yarns that are in kits or part of the blankets that I haven't finished. So
you probably could have used the Red Heart Super Saver to make your dragon.
Well, except that, I got rid of the black. But part of me, here's my question. Part of me is wondering, since I plan on it being something that is touched and used, if I should use cotton so that it could be laundered. Because I don't know, can you launder acrylic?
Yes.
Yarn?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Okay.
It is the most laundry friendly yarn out there, acrylic.
See, I thought that was cotton.
No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Acrylic is very, very laundry friendly.
Now, do I have to keep it out to dry or can it go into a dryer?
You can dry acrylic.
Okay.
You can wash it. That's why most people make their blankets out of acrylic yarn. Because they
I thought everybody always make their blankets out of
cotton.
No.
Mm-mm. No.
Then again, I guess not, because the blanket I'm making is not cotton. It's just that peel free.
Anti-pilling.
Yeah. But I think it's still acrylic.
It is.
Okay.
It's acrylic. Yeah.
But
Acrylic.
now I don't want the Red Heart Super Saver because I won't, if this is something that I'm going to be hugging and loving on, I want it to be a soft yarn, like where it's not so rough. Red Heart Super Saver is just so rough.
First of all, Shannon's right. Cotton will shrink. So first of all, what you need to do is you need to figure out what weight yarn your pattern is calling for. If it's not a 4-weight yarn, then you got a whole nother ball game to think about. So you got to figure out what the pattern's calling for first.
See, here's the problem. I have most of the ones I've looked at called for something I don't know what it is.
What is it?
It's called for something called sport weight. I don't know what the heck sport weight is.
Okay. Sport weight is fine.
How do I find that? Like what? How do I find that if I'm going into the store?
Okay. I will tell you a yarn right now. Write it down. Yarn Art Jeans. Yarn Art Jeans.
How do we bring the right?
It comes in 1,000 different colors. It's a fine yarn. It's going to be about a sport weight, which is what you're going to look for to make your little dragon guy there. I was wondering, you're not going to want big, thick yarn, but
yeah, I don't know why it uses like most of the amigurumi patterns that I have been seeing, including when I was at the retreat. Oh my God, the person who had me for their Tropic Twin is actually someone who follows me, and she loves dragons like I do. And so one of the gifts that she got me, because I put in there, I like crochet. I have an entire book that has patterns for cute little dragons, mermaids, and fairies, and little creatures. But they all call for sport weight.
They're made with finer yarn. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Why the amigurumi needs to be sport weight, I don't know.
It doesn't. Not all of it does. A lot of it's made with big plushy yarn, big thick plushy yarns, like 4 weights and 5 weights and 6 weights to make them big and plushy. It depends on what you're making. Well,
these in the book are small.
If you want a big old fluffy plushie, you use like the what's the word I'm looking for? The
chunky.
Yeah, but not the type of yarn. The oh my gosh.
Bernat?
No. No, help me out. Somebody, Shannon, what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? The chenille yarns.
Chenille.
So those are made with chenille yarns and velvet yarns. Yes, chenilles. Okay. Parfait is a chenille yarn. So those make bigger, fluffier characters.
When we get off this live, because I don't want to ambush you on the live, when we get off this live, I have a idea that I want to run by your little noggin. Just see, and it may not come to fruition. Okay. But that's why I won't ask you after the live's over.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, just remember, Yarn Art Jeans is going to
Yarn Art Jeans.
Yep. All right. So for the first book in our lineup, since it's only 180 pages, we are going to read through chapter 9.
Okay, so read 9, not 10.
Not 10. Yep. Okay. And that'll give us 62 pages for the first week. And then we'll do about the same the next one. We'll have this one done in 3 weeks.
That'll be some easy reading.
That's okay. That's okay.
Thank you, Sherry, as always, for keeping me on track, girl.
I am finishing up an Elsie Silver series. My one series of Elsie Silver has 5 books in it, and I'm finishing that one up. So it's been giving me some extra time to read that book, because that's another chonker. That's another 400 to 500 page book.
Oh,
I'm telling you, all these books, they're like, whoop, They're huge. They're big. Yeah. So anyhow, there we go. Through chapter 9, 62 pages. All right.
Something cute, sweet,
There's murder.
and
How can it
mysterious.
be sweet? How can it be cute and sweet? There's dead people in it.
Because it's a cozy mystery. Cozy mystery are cute and sweet.
But there's still dead people.
That's okay. They don't focus. They usually don't focus on the dead people. We're gonna be
Somebody's
focusing
dead.
on the cuteness of this animal detective.
Somebody's dead. How
It's-
cute and sweet can that be? There's dead people.
That's just a problem that they have to solve. It's not the main part of this. I mean, it's gonna be
Okay.
fun. It'll be good.
So, author's note at the very beginning of the book. I read that already. It's cute. This book is best enjoyed with a cat on your lap. Because if they aren't on your lap, you won't know what they're getting up to.
See, that's so cute.
Yeah.
And you have cats. I don't have no cats, so I have to have an
You do.
imaginary cat. You got little cats that you can have on your lap while you're
There
reading.
comes a time in the life of any ambitious cat when they stop what they're doing and take stock of where life has taken them. My cat has got to stop not catching mice, but eating the mice. He's catching mice. He's caught 3 mice in the last couple days, but today he brought one up while the grandkids are here. He brings this mice up onto the deck, this mouse, brings it up onto the deck, plops it on the deck right in front of the door like he's bringing this little thing inside. And the mouse has been beheaded and guts are hanging out. And the kids are like, it doesn't have a head. And I'm like, no, I don't think it does. And then there's pieces and parts on the deck. And one of the kids is like, is that its heart? And I don't think so. No, I think that's just, no.
The cat's just trying to provide for you.
God. So then, because the cat has now eaten part of the mouse, what's it do? It gets sick after it eats some cat food, and it throws up a whole big pile of cat food downstairs.
Oh, Lord.
Now, you would think, if you keep eating the mice and you keep throwing up, wouldn't you stop? No, he's a cat. No. Okay.
No, especially since he feels that he has to take care of you because you need him to take care of you.
And he's so funny about it. He comes trucking up last night. He comes trucking up through the yard, and I'm like, there's something in his mouth. I'm like, oh God, here he comes trucking up through the yard. Like, and I'm like, stop right there. Just stop right there. Leave your little friend right there. Right there. Ugh. Oh boy.
Yeah, cats are about the only thing I know. They're like, oh, you human, you can't take care of yourself. You do not. I don't see you out here hunting. You ain't hunting. So I obviously have to hunt, and I need to show you how you're supposed to do it now.
So there we go. And there's been a bird. There was a bird one day, and now 3 mice. Okay.
The mice, I'm sure you don't mind, but the birds.
No. I know.
Birds, squirrels.
That was the first time he threw up because there was feathers in that throw up.
Oh, Lord. He's in his mind, he is sacrificing his stomach to provide for the human that doesn't know how to hunt.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Joe, we're actually fixing to go.
Yep,
Joe,
we're leaving,
we
Joe.
have a whole list of what all we're going to be reading.
Yep. We got a whole plan here. Now I'm not going to lose my little paper. Just remind me, it's on my Dachshund notepad. See, my Dachshund notepad has
Dachshund notepad.
Yep.
We're doing Paw in Order, read through chapter 9.
Yeah.
That's our next assignment.
You got it. All righty. Okay. We'll see you guys next week, and we'll see what little mischief this little cat gets into because, cats, stinkers. All right. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.